Hello, everyone. Welcome to the season two finale of Talking BizTech. I'm your host Saqif, and today we are going to look at a vibrant community for shopping local. But before we do that, I just want to uh, make a shout out to CS Tube Boss, which is a digital marketing startup, and they have this online store where they're selling Amazon products. So the link is down below if you want to check that out. And now back to the topic. Um, so, what is a vibrant community and how is it helping people to shop local? So you see, going shopping encompassed more than just purchasing products. Shopping is a social experience. In the local economy, when you walk into a store, chances are that you know the name of the owner and the employee there. People are able to compare the products and read the reviews on the internet to make informed decisions. The familiar atmosphere still lives on, and you can find it in your local store. There's a richness that exists that you won't find in the big box stores and online shopping. Local merchants have a strong um, vested interest in that city. In the event of a tragedy or a charity, you will see them donating a product, food, uh, or gift baskets, or even door prizes or raffles. Local businesses and shops are the lifeblood of a community. It is always important to support your local merchants because they're here to help you get the best product and services. It would be a very dull community if it weren't for them. So, my guest for today's episode is Rob Puschelberg, who is the director of um, a community called uh, Our Community, Community Dollar. He's also musician, and he's also an entrepreneur. He has his own subscription business. So let me just go ahead and bring him on Talking BizTech. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Shakif.
Uh, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Now, Rob, before we dive into the community, the thriving community for encouraging people to shop local, I just want to get to know you a little better. So, can you tell me about yourself and your educational background?
I'm. There's not a lot to talk about education-wise. I went to high school. I didn't do post secondary education. I went
Oh,
right into the world of the working, and I'm kind of happy that I did that. I didn't incur all the student debt.
that's smart. That's
Yeah.
smart. Yeah, no, I mean that there's a risk as well. Like uh, people who just complete high school, I mean they don't actually get to where they want to be, right? And so they end up doing like a 9 to 5 jobs or like an odd job, right? And they want to save money, and then they eventually want to go to universities, right? So sometimes there's a risk factor, but I'm glad things work well with you. I do have a question for you. Like, how did you get into the path of entrepreneurship?
Well, when I was young, 10, my parents had a grocery store in a small Mennonite community, Millbank, if you know where that is.
Oh,
And at a young age, like at 10, I
yeah.
helped my dad in the store. But I was intrigued by the front porch of our store and had a lemonade stand every Saturday. And so
Oh,
yeah, that was my first stab at being an entrepreneur. Um, but I've always my whole life I've been an entrepreneur. I've had some jobs, but I haven't had a job for about 20 years. I've been like
Oh,
self-employed.
oh, ever since, eh?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's great. This is amazing. Like that's inspiring. Like because I mean, jobs can be very depressing at times, and
yeah,
I'm seeing it myself. However, you have to like you have to swallow the sadness, and then you still have to go to work. You have to punch in. You gotta yeah yeah, you gotta even if you're angry, like there's sometimes in just you can't let it out. So like you have to like keep it to yourself, right?
yeah.
Um, so yeah, that you know what? You're lucky in that case, Rob. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the self-employed lifestyle. Um, and you do a lot of things. Like I mentioned in the start of my podcast, right? You're a musician. You have your own subscription business. So, what does a typical day look like for you?
I don't really think I have a typical day. I think I'm honestly, I'm really a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. I do have like four pretty heavy projects on the go.
Hmm.
So I really do, every day is different because, I'm scheduling appointments and meetings for different things. Um, but most days end with a night of music because my primary profession is my wife and I own an entertainment company.
Wow.
So yeah, so most evenings I'm gigging, and most afternoons I'm working um, on the other projects that I'm working on, such as the Community Dollar project, which is what I'm excited about.
Wow, that is amazing. I'm glad that you're you're helping a lot of people with this new project, our community dollar. And matter of fact, I wanted to talk more about this vibrant community. So tell me about this vibrant community, our community dollar, and how is this vibrant community encouraging people to shop local?
Okay, well, the whole premise with our community dollar is that um, obviously we want to encourage people to shop locally, and how we're doing that is myself, along with two other partners,
Mhm.
have a paper currency that's a community currency,
Wow.
and it's our catchment area is Waterloo, Wellington, so Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Guelph, and the surrounding areas. And the idea is if you shop with a big box store or you shop online, um, most of the profits are going somewhere else. They're not staying in the community. They're not supporting any programs in the community. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage people to shop at the local places that are going to sponsor your kids' hockey team or baseball team or what have you. And so with our community currency, businesses that get involved can agree to accept a percentage of their sale in community dollars. So it might be 10% or 20%. Um, they can't afford to just trade everything because they have cash costs to do their business. But if you're selling widgets at Chief Saqif's widget store, and I have community dollars and I'm looking for widgets, I'm going to come and check you out. A, because you're local, and B, because you accept community dollars. If I come to your widget store and buy some widgets and give you community dollars, then you're going to have community dollars and you're going to say, hey, where can I spend my community dollars? You'll go on our community dollar website. You'll look in the directory to find out where you can spend that money. And then you'll shop with another local business who will shop with another local business who will shop with another local business. And that 10 or 20% in community dollars is also bringing in 80 or 90% in cash sales as well. So it's an incentive to shop with local places. Walmart's not going to take community dollars. Amazon's not going to take community dollars. It's the local independent places that are going to take community dollars because they want to support local business too.
Oh, oh yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, supporting local business is very important, especially now with the supply chain disruption and other global problems, right? So,
And shipping costs. The price of
ship.
gas has put everything through the roof.
Oh
It makes
yes,
more sense to buy something from somebody next door than ship it from somewhere else.
exactly, exactly. I agree with you, and this is it's a very good initiative what our community dollar is doing, and I'm glad it's helping so many people. Um, tell me about the application process for entrepreneurs and people like me who wants to join this community.
Okay, currently we're doing the membership through email.
Yeah,
So if somebody wanted to sign up their business, they could email info@ourcommunitydollar.com. Same if they wanted like to become like a shopper member. So
yeah.
we have three different types of memberships.
Mhm.
We have a shopper membership, which is for someone who just wants to support local. They buy a membership, they get some community money to start,
Mhm.
as well as access to programs that we'll run where there will be community dollar um, kind of like rebates. You go to an event, and for coming to the event, you'll be gifted community dollars that you can spend in the community. There's a home-based business membership, which lets home-based businesses list on our directory. They get some community money to spend as well. And there's also a business um, membership for like a brick and mortar business can sign up. Each of the memberships has a small fee to sign
Mhm.
up, but they all come with community dollars to get started. Um, and it's a good way for a new business to connect with some other local businesses and have some community money to get things going.
Wow. Thank you so much for that information. I hope it's very valuable to my viewers. And matter of fact, I'm also going to share this notes with my viewers. If you can just give me a minute, it's just the elements of a vibrant community, such as your community, our community dollar. And so, first, I want to talk about the psychological shift, which is the mindset shift, is the first and most important step. Every action will flow from the sense of ownership it creates, and then the people should have the basic understanding of the change management, like throwing facts and data. The good measure, it's a good measurement system, which means it has a objective metrics, and updating it regularly is very important. Smart planning, community does smart planning where they invest in development of the local businesses, even do river walks or bike paths. And then community focuses on economics. Community is the key to job creation and strong sustainable tax base. There's also a vibrant downtown where which is like the core of the city, where they're attracting new businesses and talents, creating events that brings people downtown. Most communities do this with farmers market, festival, and outdoor concerts. So I have a question for you, Rob. Uh, Basically, what social media platforms are you using to promote this vibrant community?
Currently, we're using Facebook.
Facebook. Oh,
Yeah,
oh wow. Is there and is there any other social media channels like LinkedIn, maybe, or TikTok?
not Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, no. The three of us that are working on this all have full-time businesses as well.
Oh,
So it is, there are time constraints, but
that's
it
good.
is in our plan to connect with maybe younger people that are more familiar with the social media stuff than us.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. No, I hear you loud and clear. Um, you know, it's since you mentioned that the founders such as yourself have full-time business, I actually want to get into that and tell me about your full-time business. Like for example, Toad, right? You have your subscription business. How is it helping people? Like, what are you actually? What is Toad actually?
Toad is the acronym for takeout and delivery.
Mhm.
And I started Toad at the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh,
My full time business is an entertainment company.
mhm,
And so when the pandemic hit, that pretty much put an end to entertainment and doing anything socially.
mhm,
And so I connected with a couple people that I knew, one of them being a web developer, and he helped me out by developing an app that I could make available to restaurants
yeah.
so that they wouldn't have to pay the huge commissions that the big delivery companies charge, like up to 30%.
Wow.
So we put into place a system where the restaurants could access delivery
Mhm.
for basically for nothing. There's just a delivery fee that the majority of that money goes to the driver. It was never really meant to be a for-profit business. It was something to help people get through the pandemic.
Smart. I actually like that idea, and you did. I'm glad Toad is helping a lot of people. Uh, like I believe it already helped a lot of people during the pandemic, and it's still helping people right now because Uber and Skip the Dishes can be very expensive. So this is where Toad stands out. Um, Also, do you have any Christmas deals? I mean, the holidays are coming, right? And also, New Year's as well. Like the Christmas deal for Toad or your entertainment business.
Um, well, Toad can't really offer too many deals because it doesn't make any money. Like we don't,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like so,
yeah.
there's not really anywhere to offer deals. With my entertainment company, Gemstone Entertainment, we do some Christmas parties, stuff like that. If people are looking for a Christmas party, but our community dollar is doing a buy one get one on shopper memberships,
Oh,
um,
wow.
which is kind of exciting.
Mhm.
Each membership comes with $90 in community dollars. So if someone was to buy a membership, they would get one that they could give to somebody else. That would make a great Christmas present.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. No, I agree that it'll be a really good Christmas present. Uh, and I'm glad that our community dollar is actually helping a lot of people too. So Rob, we're almost near the end,
Okay,
and I do have one last question for you. Um, what advice do you have for new entrepreneurs? Uh,
network, network. People aspire to go into business, and it doesn't matter who you are. Your knowledge is limited. You may know a lot about one thing. For example, my my first real business, I bought a couple of pizza franchises. I had worked in the pizza business for a few years,
yeah.
and I knew how to make pizza. I knew how to do the the working in the store, but there was a lot of things I didn't know. And if I were to do that again, I would partner with somebody who had marketing and accounting background and stuff like that. So in my current position, I network all the time. 2 or 3 times a week, I go to networking events where I can meet new people that I can partner with to bounce ideas
Yeah.
or for referrals. If you meet other business people and you become um, friends or business acquaintances or whatever, it's amazing how many people that you run into that'll say, "Hey, I'm looking for, a web developer. Hey, I'm looking for someone to do a podcast for me." And you can say, "Hey, I know somebody," but you can be that somebody too, right? When somebody
Oh,
else at a network meeting, when they say, "Hey, I need a DJ," well, hey, I know Rob. And so networking, whether it be at a formal networking event or um, just going out and meeting other people that are in business. Networking, honestly, I think is one of the most important tools for
mhm.
a new person to build their business, because other entrepreneurs are going to offer advice and going to try and steer you in the right direction
I
and
agree.
make referrals.
I agree. Yeah. No, that's true. And I also a very quick question: Do you organize events, or is there any events, any networking events hosted by our community dollars?
Currently not, but we are planning on doing some in the new year.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. We did a couple in October just
Oh,
to kind of you know get a start
yeah,
with things. Our community dollar is really new. Our website still isn't 100% finished. So we are in the beginning stages.
yeah.
Um, we did a couple events and then we decided that our time would be better spent attending other people's events and getting to know more people. But we are definitely planning on having in the new year having events that are more specifically for the members that join our group.
Oh, wow, wow. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah. Keep me updated and yeah. Rob, thank you so much for your knowledge, insight, uh, and being a great guest. So
Okay, thank
yeah,
you for having me on.
you're very welcome, man.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I would love to have you over on Talking BizTech again, because I would love to hear. Like I'm very excited about the new updates of our community dollars, and I want to share your website with my viewers. So yeah, and I'll definitely it'll be in the description below. And so yeah, thank you again, and have a wonderful day, Rob.
Okay, thank you, Shakif. Take care.
Yeah, you're very welcome, and you can stay there. I'm just gonna turn off your screen.
Okay.
So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Talking BizTech. Uh, it's the season 2 finale. I will come back next year with season 3. But uh, anyways, happy holidays to all of you, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.